So we know that being a young person just can be hard at times. We've all been there, right? There's struggles, there's pressure, there's temptation. There are choices too, and they're being made constantly. And those choices often affect all three legs of that stool. They affect the family, the church, and the school. I have been in on discussions where school leadership was kind of weighing through where a youth pastor needed to be involved, whether it's by recommending that the family seek counsel or maybe even in a school tragedy where the school brought in the youth pastors that were represented by different students. And boy, they just played a huge role in comforting and counseling those students. Chris, when there are school struggles, so this could be discipline, it could be relational, how can youth pastors support and be a partner to the school? So if someone listening, maybe they're wading through something at their school, how would you say, hey, youth pastors are over here, we can help?
Yeah, yeah. Again, situations are different. I'm having a hard time thinking of at least any general category where either it would be unwise to involve the youth pastor or the youth leader, or the youth leader would be uninterested in helping. And so what I mean by that is it's a resource that any youth leader who's worth his or her salt, right, is going to be eager to help. And
Yeah.
so I think the first place to start with this question is just to say, you have a resource, use it whenever you
Hmm.
need it, and don't
Right.
hesitate, right? I'm sure that there are instances and situations where, because of a circle of knowledge situations, you may want to have tact. And
Sure.
that, of course, is
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want anyone to ignore those situations. But I think that that is where I would start in my answer to that is love to help. I've had experiences where, because of disciplinary situations, I have been privy to it, and it helps so much to know that that's going on.
Right.
And I need to remember to consider the level of privacy that is important, but
Sure.
uh, that is something that a pastor or a church leader uh, has to regularly exercise anyway, in a lot of different settings. I think the important thing practically is communication is so important, right?
Right.
Communicate where needed. We rely heavily on knowing what's going on in the life of our teens, and they're with us 3 hours a week, and they're with you 8 hours a day, right? And so in a lot of now they can hide things in both,
Sure.
but things are gonna come to light, right? And for me to enable and equip my young people and to help them in all of the things they're facing with the truth that we have to give them. The more I know, the better. And parents, yes, are probably the primary place where we will hear of these things,
Sure.
and their decision on how much to involve the youth pastor is a very important one.
Hmm.
We are very parent centered here in our youth ministry.
Sure.
We are here. We're like spotters as they lift weights, right? We don't lift it for them. We're not the trainers. We're just the spotters, right? And so parents are really central to that. But as long as the parents are involved and are in the know, and then we want to know and be of help where we can.
Enjoyed this short clip? That was just a sneak peek into a full episode on the Teacher Edition podcast. We are passionate about supporting Christian educators like you. Looking for more inspiration and practical strategies you could use today? Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by BJU Press.